Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening at whatever time you are watching my videos. So I am making this my first attempt to make the video for the challenges what I have faced few days back. Actually, I got a requirement in the LWC project where I need to implement the drag and drop functionality in the LWC project without using any third-party API or any other language, either jQuery or any other tools also. So I was restricted to utilize all those resources. So I thought that I need to implement that functionality purely with the help of LWC component. So how to achieve that? For that, you know that whatever requirement you got, you first Google or YouTube or any you are searching on the internet. But the resources was limited, and the drag and drop functionality resources was very limited related to the LWC. So I have achieved this after some customization and all. So I thought that I should share this. So what first I will discuss the challenges what I had faced to implement this scenario. The actually before that I need to discuss the what was the actual requirement. Actual requirement was that I have to drag any cell from a table to another table, and that cell can be dropped to any particular cell, and that's both tables should be on the same page. So exact requirement was this. So challenges what I faced, that the whatever the whenever I was trying to drop that element in another table, that item got iterated all over the table and all cell was filled up with the same element. So how I achieved that requirement and how I have implemented that, so I will share that code also, and I will show you that functionality as well, so that the needy person can get benefited from my effort. So first I will log in my, actually I have no tools and all to record the YouTube video and all those things. So I am making this video with the help of the Zoom. I am Zoom, and I am sharing the screen with you. So first of all, I will log in the Salesforce org credentials using my developer org. And there I will show you. And one thing I want to tell you that I will not able to describe all those things here in a single video, because video will be become lengthy. So I will just briefly I will describe that. I will go through the code also. So actually this code will would hit the particular sources, particular listener who is well familiar with the LWC component all. And suppose any new developer or new learner wants to know the details and how I achieve that, then I have to make a separate video for those audiences. So don't hesitate that. Put you can put your remarks, or you can put your demand on the chatter or in comment, so that I can get motivated to make another video for that. Okay. So uh, just like that, I have made a simple lightning app, and you can see that drag and drop is a lightning app where I have implemented drag and drop LWC component. Okay. And the exact requirement for on this page, you will able to see two tables. First table is this one, and another table is this one. This table is for the dragging element, so I will drag the element from this table, and I will drop that dragged atom in this table. Okay. So you can see here that suppose I am dragging this gen point. Actually, whole table has been selected. Yes. So suppose I am dragging this hot element from this table to this table. So it has been dragged, and I am throwing a success toast message as well. And I can drop this element to any cell. Okay. If record is already existing, suppose energy is already existing here, then the new um, element, new item will be comma separated. And suppose I am dropping this element to this cell. I am dropping this element to this cell, this element to this cell. This will be comma separated. Suppose record is already not present there, then it will fill that blank value with the new coming value. Suppose I have dropped warm from here, and it will be dropped here. Okay, you can see that it is my exact requirement what I wanted to achieve. Okay, I can show you more. I can show you more so that okay. Okay, so this was the requirement. I have achieved it. So now I will let you go through my code bases, and suppose those guys who don't know how to make the lightning application and how to implement that LWC component on that, then they can comment in this video. Then I can later, for those persons, I can later make a video, separate video for that. So now I will go through the, I will let you go through the my code, that how what code I have written here. The code is very simple, and I will not write the code before you write now, so that in my this video will become lengthy. So for that purpose I have already implemented all those things, and I will just let you go through the my through my VS code, that what code is written there and what how I have implemented this. Okay, to make a video shorter. So in this table I have I will describe on Notepad, so that it will be very clear for all persons. So how I achieve that? I have created two LWC component, two LWC component. Okay, one Apex class. Okay, Apex class to get the data to show in the table. It's just a for demo purpose. I have created that table, and for the data purpose I have fetched the account record. Okay, and when I will let you go through the code, then you can see that just it's a query from the account object. And one lightning app. Okay, and implementation of all these things. Implementation of all these things. Okay, so this is my code base. So first component I have created drag and drop. Okay, you can see this is the HTML file, this is the JS file. Okay, so HTML file, what includes here? It includes two tables. First table is this table, and another table is this one. Okay, so in first table it is the drag table, from where I will drag the item, and another table, this is the below table, and where I will drop the item. Okay, so what is the differences between these two tables? This is the table where all the functionality, all the data I am iterating from here itself. But in this table, for this table, I have created another child component. Okay, that is the drop component, and all functionality I have implemented in this drop component here. So what functionality where I have implemented, that I will tell you in brief on the Notepad itself. So for drag and drop functionality, if you are familiar, then you would be knowing that three major functionality we are implementing. First is the drag part. Okay, drag part. Another is the uh, drop, and and in between you can say that drag over. Okay, so these three, basically these three functionality I have implemented. So on parent I have implemented, you can see that this is the drag item, and if you will see the child component, I am passing these three things as a parameter. What parameter it is? This is the each account ID. Another is the each account, that means account details, all with all values. Okay, and another is the index one, index of the row. You know that it's the standard things, and you can get it from the for index. Okay, and the dragged item, and dragged item I am getting from the JS file. One function I have implemented here. You can see the JS. I can briefly let you go through this. That it's nothing. It's a simple thing that I have imported. I am importing one Apex method here, and this is the connected callback where I am fetching the data from this method, and I am iterating this data. You can see this is the account info. Okay, that data, this account info, I am iterating here on table. Okay, and this one method, item drag start, it what method it is, if you will see, then item drag start I must yeah, on drag start. So you know how to define the event using the on properties. Okay, so I will not go in details in all those things because video will become too much lengthy. So on drag start, I have created one method. This item drag start. In this item drag start function, I have written the dragged item where how you can get the dragged item using this code event.target.dataset.item, and this item I have already defined here. In the HTML part, if you will say this is the data item. Data item is what is that? It is nothing but record.name for this cell. Record.fax, yani that means name would be the data item for this row, fax would be for this, font for this, and rating like this. Okay, so I am fetching that dragged item. I am storing in this variable, and I am passing this dragged item. I am passing this dragged item with the help of the set data. Okay, and set data we will fetch this item in the child component, and this dragged item I am passing as a parameter in the child component. You can see if this child component, the dragged item I am passing as a parameter. Now I am moving from the another. I am moving to the another component which is the child component. This is a drop element. Okay, and here you can see it's a simple table only. It's just a header, and it's showing the data. Okay, and here you can see that what it is, each account name, tax, phone, and everything, and nothing too much. And here you can see the two parts, the drop parts and drop over. Okay, so if you will see here, then drag over, what I have discussed here in these things, that drag over and drop. So drag part is clear. Drag part I have implemented in the parent component, and drag over and drop part I have implemented in the child component. So drag over, it is the things that here you can say that I am making a function allow drop, and on drop I am item drop. Okay, so first drag over, what it is, you can do the Google, because allow drop and all those things are easily available resource on the internet. You can go through the detail about this. Okay, that what is the drag over and what is the drop functionality and all those things. So I will let you go through the JS part, and it just in allow drop, we are not doing too much, just we are preventing the default behavior of the browser using the event.prevent default functionality. And in this is the drop part. Here in the drop part, what the major things, the challenges what we are facing earlier, how I have overcome that challenges. For that you can get, I have made some getter. Okay, I have made some getter, and what we are doing in this get function, we are creating a unique ID against each cell. Okay, how to make, how I am making the unique ID? Suppose I just, this unique ID is a combination of the ID, name part, and index part. Okay, with the combination of these three parameters, this ID will become a unique ID. This is the name span ID, this is the fax span ID, phone span ID, and rating span ID. And on the HTML part, if you will see, then you can see here under the data row, and we are this name span ID, fax, all those things. Okay, so this is just the unique identification for the all cell. With the help of that only, we will able to achieve the drag and drop functionality to any particular cell. So here in item drop function, which is the event type, here I have defined a value. Suppose value B, ID B, and index, and I am making these things. And here I am creating the span ID for that thing, and we are doing the inner HTML query. Okay, so we are storing the inner HTML query value in a variable cell original value. Okay, what is the existing value, we are finding it. Okay, and suppose on the basis of that, we are modifying or updating the value of that particular cell. And it's very well explained things and nothing too much complex. And you can say it's simple. If else things is there, if cell original value is not there, then what we need to do? If it's already there, then what we need to do? That if you already there, updated value will be assigned as the cell original value. Otherwise we will make a variable of the with the help of the update value. And what should be the update value? Updated value should be the dragged item. If no value is there already, if some already existing value is there, then what I need to do? I need to comma separate with the existing value. Okay, and after that, whatever the updated value is there, that updated value I am passing to that same inner HTML what I have getting from here. Okay, so we are replacing the existing value with the updated value. And finally, once drop functionality has been achieved, then we are throwing a show toast message. Okay, that this diagram has been dropped successfully. And you must be knowing that this is the event, how to throw the show toast message. And show toast message, this is simple event, and this simple function I have created here. And for this you need to import here that show toast event you need to import, which is the standard functionality of the LWC component. So this is the code. And you can I also that this is the Apex class, which is very simple and nothing too much. It's just a SQL query which is returning the standard account data. Okay, and I have given this condition just because of limitation of the records, because I don't want it to make a table lengthy, so much lengthy, so that I need to drag and all everything to show you the example. So then in this way it's returning the 20 records, and it's easy for me to give you the demo. So briefly I have let you go through the all the codes and everything, and you can pause the YouTube video and you can see the code, what it is written here, and what it is in JS file, what is the child component HTML, what is the JS of the child component, and everything. If you find any difficulties or any query, then without any hesitation, you can put a remarks on the comment, or you can put a comment here, and I will happy to resolve that issue. And yeah, one more thing is that suppose who is the more advanced, who those guys, it is for those guys who are having the more knowledge, they can verify this my implementation way. And those who don't know how to achieve that this functionality, they can learn from this video. So now